What is going on, people of YouTube? My name is Kurtyoy. Welcome back to a brand new video, and today, finally, third video of the day, it is the FPL review, where I'll talk about last week's results, slightly, the players, more than slightly, and basically just tell you if you should bring them in, shouldn't bring them in, believe the hype, or get realistic. And I actually had a good week of predicting, I feel. Looking at it, the strikers, I got Origi, Defoe and Kane as good tips out of the six. I got Eriksen, Phillips, Mane and Sanchez in the midfielders. In the defence, well, George Friend didn't play. It was a bit of a risk. It didn't pay off, and again, clean sheets, were actually there for once. There was, a wholehearted 4 of them this week. It was fantastic. None for the away teams. Interestingly, Walker and Peters were my 2 best picks from them. Also, Valdez got a clean sheet for for them, or the Middlesbrough. But today we've got the review, a couple of strange results, a couple of really good games, and maybe a season-defining win for Chelsea. Who knows? But we're going to start off, as always, with the goalkeepers. Starting off on 8 points, we have Lee Grant, who again is getting himself in a good performance book, and he's really intrigued me because now £4.2 million was 4. Butland isn't coming back, and didn't come back that game week. I don't think he's coming back this coming game week, so it's interesting to see how long Grant will stay in goal, and whether actually when Butland does come back, will Grant keep his place, because he's been good form. Stoke won 2-0 against Burnley at the weekend. Would I bring him in? I said no a few weeks ago because I thought Butland was coming back, but Butland isn't. He hasn't come back. So I suppose if you with Arsenal coming up, I'm going to say no, because his £4.2 million are better options for cheaper, and I feel like Grant is I think he will lose his spot once Heaton comes back. Just a matter of when. For now, and then we've got to move on to Hennessy. And would I bring him in? No, because Crystal Palace are awful. This will not be the only one in it last in 2016, I feel, and Palace are defenders and goalkeepers stay away. Victor Valdez, I said to bring him in, and he has done well. Let's put it that way. The keeper picks up a clean sheet, 1-0 against Hull. It is Hull though, but would I bring him in? Middlesbrough, I think I'm not sure. They're getting a few clean sheets. I think it's a 4 now for them. A lot at home, so they're getting decent results against big teams. So I'd say if you're looking for maybe a differential goalkeeper, Valdez is probably a good bet. And finally, Lloris also got 6 points. Those are only 4 keepers that got clean sheets. When I bring Lloris in, he's probably the best out of all £5.5 million goalkeepers, even including Kurtyoy. I'll give my reasoning in a video at the weekend. I've got a good video, a few videos actually prepared for you. But yeah, I would bring Lloris in if you're looking for a big budget goalkeeper. I think Lloris is your man. Moving on now to the defenders, and Mark Munizia. I'm going to say Munizia, but I heard Munizia. Who knows? But Mark Munizia comes in £4.2 million, and actually, gets 14 points. Joint highest goal scorer for a defender this game week. Again, a 2-0 win against Burnley. He did grab a goal in that. Would I bring him in? I'm not too sure whether he'll keep his first team spot. I'm not sure I don't think he's been in the first team for too long, but if he does, keep on in his first team spot, then I'll say Mark Munizia at £4.2 million could be really good looking centre back. Then we got Chris Brunt coming in, also at 14 points. I've said for a few weeks now in different people in different videos. Brunt is a defender classified on the game for some reason, but he is a midfielder. He is a winger. He's at his best when he's on the wing, and he has been playing at the wing since coming back, and he's getting the goals for it. And you see, he would usually get 5 points. He won't get as many points for a clean sheet, so it's a bonus. And I think that's why, if you're looking for maybe a defender, I think Evans at 4.5. You got Neom at 4.3, I believe. Brunt is probably your best West Brom defender to pick up, because he will get those goals and assists from being out on the wing as long as he keeps fit. If he keeps fit, he'll be an absolute gem for West Brom. Then move on to Tompkins, Crystal Palace. Don't bring him in because they're probably going to do shite for the rest of the season. Moving on to Leighton Baines. Again, Everton are in a bit of a sticky situation. I'm not sure how long they're going to do well for, but a draw against Man United is like saying I woke up today. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of when, I suppose, whether it's going to be early on or late. Who knows? I did quite a good analogy. Usually I come up with stupid stuff, but that worked. But Baines, would I bring him in? £5.3 million. There are better players out there. There are better players. Evans comes in, like I said. Evans is also a good bet, but I feel like Brun gives you a more differential at the moment. He's a bit, more expensive, but worth it. So I'll bring, if Evans in, if need be, but Brun is definitely one to bring in. And Ben Gibson now, he's a real good prospect. I think Chelsea have got their eyes on him. When I bring him in, £4.8 million, maybe a bit too expensive, but Middlesbrough, they're improving. As much as I thought they would go down. So I'd say if you're looking for a different sort of defender to bring in, I'd say Gibson's could be a one, but I think there are better options, so I'd leave it with you. I'm sort of 50-50, but I'm not too sure. Moving on to the midfield as we start off with the man who broke the scoring record for this season. Not just any, point scoring record in FPL. 23 points is the highest score we've seen this season. And he's only the second player to score a hat-trick as well. Romelu Lukaku was the other one who got the hat-trick. Sanchez comes in, though, at 11.6 now. I think it was 11.4 before the game week started. I think he could rise again before the game week. So insane returns. It's another time he's got 10 points or above. 23 points is insane. When I bring him in, most definitely. It doesn't matter who he's playing against. He could rip you to shreds. And then we move on to Christian Eriksen. 18 points he scored. I don't think I did put him in the preview. Did I? Yeah, I did. Reason being, and he also got up to 8.3, got up 2 million now. I think that last season, last game was a turning point. Hopefully now I can kick on. Spurs, though, I'd say their fixture list is about medium. Would I bring him in? Most definitely. I think he's a really good player. If he can snap back into the form he was when he, in his heyday at Spurs, he could really be a good player. And we've got Ryan Fraser. People saying bring him in, though. He's come off the bench and grabbed 2 goals, or a goal and 2 assists, but we've seen it so many times. Players come in, initial impacts, and then just drop off. But £4.9 million is really cheap. He could get a starting spot for the next few games because of that performance. Who knows? But I think stay wary. If he has a few games and grows up to like 5.4 million, let's say, be very wary, because he could all of a sudden just stop playing or get back to the first team again because of maybe poor form or anything like that. So I'd say for now bring him in definitely. If you've got a free transfer, you're looking to make a bit of money, Fraser's probably your man, but I think be careful because we've seen it so many times before. And we got Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, interesting one. That £5.8 million, scored 12 points against West Ham, and very interesting because it couldn't. If he is given faith, by Arsene Wenger puts faith into him, and if he's given a chance in the first team, he could being serious, go on and keep a spot in the first team. And at £5.8 million is a really cheap way. It's almost like the Victor Moses in Chelsea, a really cheap way to get into the Arsenal attack. So, Oxlade-Chamberlain's looking like a really good option. Son was back in the goals. I'm not sure about him, bit 50-50, but I think he's definitely, cheap enough to say I can take a risk on him, although players like Sigurdsson and Lana, I think, are better options. And we got Gaston Ramirez, the man who grabbed the all-important goals. Middlesbrough beat Hull 1-0. He's looking like he could, back when you thought, Gaston Ramirez, when he first joined the Premier League, this guy's good, and he is good. And he's proven that this season, and he's had another good game week. £5.3 million, I think he's definitely worth a transfer. And lastly, we've got the attackers, starting off with Harry Kane. The guy scored 13 points at the weekend, albeit against Swansea. Admittedly, they have conceded 9 goals in their last 2 games, so, Bob Bradley not doing too good at the moment, but Harry Kane comes in a whopping £11.1 million, and Spurs have got, after Man United, 2 good home games, so would I bring him in? Most definitely. Same with Eriksen coming up, but after that, be careful. But I'd say, brilliant. Looking at fixtures in the short-term future. Costa's next, still waiting for that yellow card. So much so that he's gone up so much, I don't even want to transfer him out. When he gets that yellow card, it won't be worth it, because by the time he's transferred out, I don't think he'll lose a lot, because he'll have a 1-game suspension, unless of course he does what Sergio Aguero did and decide to try and kill someone. So it could happen, but I'd say Costa definitely bring in. Chelsea are in form. They've shown that they can get results against the big teams. They won against Manchester United, won against Leicester, the previous champions. They won against Spurs, who went ahead, and they won against Manchester City away from home at the Etihad, who went ahead as well. So I think Costa's definitely worth bringing in. Benteke, for some reason people keep going for Benteke. I'm not convinced by him at the moment. He's getting a bit lucky. I'll just stay away as Palace are looking poor at the moment. But yeah, even with a good performance this weekend, stay away from Benteke. Jermaine Defoe comes in. He's a goal scorer. I said it at the start of the season. I'll say it again now. He will get you goals no matter what. I'd say bring him in. Then we've got Shinji Okazaki at £5.7 million. He's getting his run in the team and he's paying it back with some goals. Admittedly, Leicester lost against Sunderland, but yeah, Okazaki definitely worth bringing in. I'd say if he keeps his place in the team. Of course, we've got Champions League coming up. Champions League stops until like February, March time, so that is good. Then we'll see who is the front 11 for Leicester. So if Okazaki keeps his spot through that, and returns of goals, so definitely bring him in. He's a good cheap striker to have. And Zlatan is back with the goals again. It's Zlatan, you got a risk, and you've also got the inactive players that kept him as captain throughout the whole season. So if I bring him in, I'd say if you haven't, I'd say keep one low budget striker. If you've got Kane and Costa and you had him for a while, keep him. If you've got, I'd say replace him with Aguero if you've still got Aguero, something like that. But Ibrahimovic, if you're worth bringing in, I'd say so. But that is that for this video. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. And it's quite a long video today, quite a lot of rambling from me. But let me know in the comment section down below, what player out of the ones that performed well would you bring in? I'd say Sanchez is looking like quite a good bet. And also any dilemmas for the Dilemma Centre, let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and peace.